Good evening, parents. Our chief guest of the day, Mr. B.S. Ramarao, Mrs. Ramani Ramarao, Principal Dr. Azra Begum, my wife Padmavati Krishna, Mr. Sridhar Murthy, Deputy General Manager of Bangalore North Vijay Bank, my staff members, my parents, my grandparents, and distinguished guests. Most be missing most important is our teachers, students, the tiny tots, and the teenage boys and girls. I would like to extend a heartiest thanks to all of you here. Today is a very special day for all of us. We are meeting almost after 1 year for the annual day. It is always my dream to bring all the branches of India International School from Koramangala, Outer Ring Road, and main campus here. To bring all the branches under one name of IAS and celebrate under one roof and host the program in our very own campus for all of us. Today we have tiny tots to charming teenagers, students all set to put up a lovely cultural program. I set up this organization and empowered it with my vision. But these 14 odd years have not been possible only by vision alone. In fact, in the words of Swami Vivekananda, dreams can never become a reality without hard work. It is execution, excellence, and efficiency, and steadily staying focused that has helped us to grow. A few years back with my team, I worked hard to set up my dream project of the India International School. A good number of people like you, parents, some of our well-wishers, were here, made all the difference in helping me to create this. In the terms of Abdul Kalam's words, unless you dream, unless you set the target, you can't achieve what you want to do it. I could achieve, I am a very strong follower of Swami Vivekananda and Abdul Kalam. I had set the target. Of course, it took a lot of time, but we achieved it. Going forward, I want to know that you are making the difference, that is making IAS a center of knowledge and excellence. So, dear parents and my staff members, my vision is in your hands. With all your support, I am able to bring the school to this level. But now it is for you to build your own children's alma mater and bring about a change in the school climate and garner support for our school. Everyone has a role to play in the building, in a building a positive school climate. Success depends on whole school approach that includes the active involvement of all of you, school leaders, staff members, students, parents, guardians, and community members who are committed and share my vision. Parents, India may be a land over 100 problems, but it is also a place for a billion solutions. Let us unite the world through the compassion for our tiny tots, our children. Childhood means simplicity. Look at the world with the child's eye. When child looks at the world, it looks very beautiful. Every, every single minute matters for us. Every single child matters. Every single childhood matters for us. Today we see thousands of Mahatma Gandhis, Martin Luther Kings, and Nelson Mandelas marching forward and calling on us. The boys and girls have joined. We have joined in. We ask you to join this. Whenever we go to a temple, we see the god and goddesses in the form of idols. But I see God whenever I see a child, I see a God. Economic growth and human development need to go hand in hand, and human values need to be advocated vigorously. So, parents, if not now, then when? If not you, then who? If we are able to answer these fundamental questions, then perhaps we can wipe out the total literacy in the country. We refuse to accept that the world is poor. Many times our politicians say Since the country is poor, we cannot provide a lot of funds to the education. But parents, all of you are aware in the recent article, they said just 1 week of global spending on army is enough to bring all our children to the classrooms. So there is no greater violence than to deny the dreams of our children. So in the words of Abdul Kalam, the children are made to dream. Our parents are here to fulfill their dream. All of you are aware, the only Pakistani child, Malala, and our Indian Satya, Kailash Satyarthi, who has shared the Nobel Prize. So all of our parents, I want to pass on some of the comments of Malala after she escaped this Taliban attack. Whatever her feelings, I'm just expressing in 2 words, 2 sentences. I feel much stronger after the Taliban attack that I endured because I know no one can stop me or stop us because now we are in millions standing up together. That is all the children in the world. I am Malala, but I am also those 66 million girls who are deprived of education. I am not raising my voice. It is the voice of all the 66 million girls. I will continue this fight until I see every child in the school. I said to myself, you must be brave. You must not be afraid of anyone. You are only trying to get an education. You are not committing a crime in demanding that education. While addressing the United Nations Assembly, she has given a clarion call. One child, one teacher, one book and one pen can change the entire world. I speak for not for myself, but for those without voice. Those who have fought for their rights, the right to live in peace, the right to be treated with dignity, the right to equality of opportunity, and the right to be educated. Parents, I appeal to all of you, honor your sons and daughters. They are honorable. Some people only ask others to do something. I believe that why should I wait for somebody else? Why don't I take step forward? Parents, all of you should remember the 11th September 1983 in the Chicago Convention, what Swami Vivekananda has told the entire world of religions regarding intolerance, regarding diversity, regarding the greatness of Indian religions. So I don't have to explain in detail. My thanks to the entire IAS team under the leadership of our dynamic principal, Dr. Azra Begum. I would like to wish all the students the very best bar today's program. I also now want to introduce our chief guest of the day, Mr. B.S. Ramarao. B.S. Ramarao is the role model for many, hailing from a small village in Prakasham district of Andhra Pradesh. He took to banking after being inspired by his father, B.S. Subbarao, who is a freedom fighter, was also a member of Legislative Council and has gone to jail and was also very close associate of Mrs. Indira Gandhi. Today, Srira Ram Rao is the executive director of Vijay Bank. So he has won several accolades during his banking tenure. His initial education was in army school at Korakuntla and higher education at Siddhartha and Nagarjuna universities. And he has finished his Usmani University, economics in MA. His several awards and merits at college level helped him to choose a career in banking. He entered banking life in 1979 as a probation officer at Andhra Bank, and after 30 years of service in various capacities, he has become executive director of Vijay Bank since 2013 and has been the key behind the bank's bank's reduction of interest rates. And being from army school with background, Sri Ramarao has a very disciplined lifestyle. Apart from discipline, he has a very high set of moral values. These have served as stepping stones to success in his banking career. Let us welcome him by thumping. Friends, the only quality and the eagerness of our chief guest is also like in what Malala's terms. Whenever he is to open, now there are 1,600 banks of Vijaya Bank all over the country. Wherever he has got an opportunity to open a new branch of Vijaya Bank, a new branch of Andhra Bank, he had seen that the local high school girls especially poor girls, are given free education. Throughout the country, he has seen that Girls are given free education in all the places where the new branches opened. Vijay Bank has adopted those girls' education and is also pioneer in giving loans to middle class and lower middle class parents and children to send the children abroad for their postgraduate studies and graduate studies. So he is a pioneer in in the cause of education and also the sports and other activities. Now he has got his dynamic wife, Mrs. Ramani Ramarao, and two children, Gautam Chakravarti and daughter Bhavya. So the success behind our chief guest is continuous source of inspiration and encouragement from his family. So his son is doing his MS in New York Film Academy and his daughter has a degree from NIFT Chennai. I welcome him wholeheartedly on behalf of Indian School and all our parents. And I wish the principal and our team all the best. Parents, I think now you're waiting for the chief guest. I think I have spoken a little more. Excuse me. So thank you very much for the opportunity given by principal and the team. Thank you.